it's me, Danielle Danny Buttons, and I'm back today with my vacation book haul. We just got back from visiting Sam's sister in Atlanta, Georgia, and we were there for 6 days. And while we were there, we did some book shopping, which I was super excited about. They have some stores down there that we don't have up here, so while we were there, we had to stop by. It's a 13-hour car ride for us, so we definitely made the most of it and tried to do as many local things as we could. Like, we went to Waffle House, and we went to the Varsity, and we went to Mary Mac's Tea Room, which is apparently very famous for their southern food. And we went to a bunch of these bookstores. So I'm actually going to go in reverse order, I think, and show you what I got. I'm not sure yet, but I know on the way back up, we stopped at a hotel in North Carolina for the night because I don't know about you guys, but coming home from vacation is never as exciting and always takes so much longer. So we couldn't make the drive all in one shot on the way back. So we stopped at a hotel in North Carolina, and across the street from the hotel was an Ollie's, and I had heard they had a good book selection. I only ended up getting one physical book. I ended up getting 2 coloring books, but I'm not going to show you those. So the book I got was The Wisdom of Walt Disney. This is one of those folding art folds, it's called, color edition. And basically each page has quotes on it from Disney and then instructions on how to fold it. And when it's done, it will look like that. And I just thought this was super cool. And it was only $3. And it claims the original price was $15, and I believe it. So I thought that'd be really cute to have up here on my bookshelf. And obviously I'm a huge Disney fan, so bought that one. Then we went to, should I go backwards or forwards? I'll go backwards. Going backwards, we stopped at a Goodwill. Now we have Goodwills up here, but my local Goodwill has stopped selling books. It's very frustrating because that's really the only thing I went in there for. Like, I would look around while I was there, but I was there for the books. But apparently people were only donating textbooks and it was too hard for them to sort out. I don't know what happened, but they've stopped selling books there. So I found these books at Atlanta's Goodwill, or one of them. I got The Third Twin by Ken Follett. I don't know what this is about. A lot of these I bought because of the authors. I bought another one of his books later in the haul, so I was like, oh, I know that author. I'm going to pick this one up too. So I did. I was really impressed by their book selection. They had like 4 different rows of, or aisles, I guess, of books, and they had a lot of good stuff. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm always unlucky with the colors. This one I don't even see a color on it at all. But Goodwill every day or every week will have one of its color tags on sale for half off, and I never managed to get any in that color. So this is The Third Twin. It is a mystery of some sort, thriller. That's all I needed to know. Figured I would try it out. The only book that I did find with the right color, which was blue, was Frederick Bachman's My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry. I now own, this is the 3rd book of his I own, and I have not read any of them, but I really would like to. So I'm going to make sure to do that before I continue to buy any. But obviously, he's very popular with his books, especially about old people, I think. I don't know if that's just A Man Called Ove or Uve or all of his old people, but we'll find out. It was funny, in this one there was a bookmark that said it's from the Tattered Cover Bookstore in Denver, Colorado. So that made it a long way already, and now it's in New Jersey. Then I got The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie, art by Ellen Forney. I think this is actually a YA book, and I think it is written in diary form. There's like, if you flip through, there's different drawings and stuff in here. And I just love reading people's journals or fake journals in book form. I love it. If that's all I could read, I would not mind. But this is supposedly about Junior, who grew up on an Indian reservation and has now chosen to go to a public high school, and how kind of both groups of people are mad at him for it. So that sounds good. Then I got Word Freak by Stefan Fatsis. And this is about Scrabble. And I'm pretty sure this is nonfiction. It says, heartbreak, triumph, genius, and obsession in the world of competitive Scrabble players. I love Scrabble. I love word games. I'm really good at word games, I think. So I just saw this for $2, and I was like, I'm going to get that. I had recently just seen it in Barnes & Noble, but I'm not huge in nonfiction, so I was afraid to pay full price. But for $2, yeah, why not? Then I got You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero, which has been going around all over. And it's a self-help book on how to stop doubting your greatness and start living an awesome life. And I got this because I want to read it and then give it to my mother-in-law because she's a badass, but I don't know if she knows it. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, last two. Where They Found Her. This is another thriller, mystery, but I picked this one up. Oh, sorry, it's by Kimberly McCreight. But I picked this one up because it's apparently from New Jersey. I don't think the places are actually real in New Jersey, but I thought it would be interesting. It's the body of a newborn is found in the woods, and they don't know whose baby it is. So, good enough. And finally from Goodwill, I got The Winter Sister, which this is a Book of the Month edition. And that's really all I needed to know because I really want Book of the Month. And a little birdie told me that I will be getting a subscription as an anniversary gift. But that's not until December. So I actually found a few Book of the Month books in my next haul bits too. And I was excited to pick them up. This is a murder mystery too about... The secrets between sisters are sacred and silence is deadly. So there's that by Megan Collins. I don't know if I said that. Got that one. Okay. Then working backwards, we went to Second and Charles, which is similar to Half Price Books. And it's like you can go in and trade your stuff in or sell it to them. And they have books and board games and a lot of different types of music. So they have records and CDs and they have Blu-rays and movies and they had guitars. I personally did not enjoy it at all. It was incredibly overwhelming and it was really big. All the shelves were really, really tall and it was just strange how it was set up. So every aisle was numbered. So it was like 10A, 10B, 10C, and then obviously 1 through 10, whatever. And it wasn't really labeled on the aisle markers. So there was a separate piece of paper that you had to see that fiction was in 5A through 5A through 10A or whatever. And mystery was in 5B and 6B. And I don't know. It was a lot. I felt incredibly overwhelmed. I nearly had a panic attack in there. So that was fun. Not really. And I ended up only picking up 2 books. The last weird thing is they had regular price books mixed in with their sale books, which kind of frustrated me because I bought this book, Nevermore, The Trials of Morrigan Crow by Jessica Townsend, and I actually read this book and I had it from the library and I really loved it, and I do think that this popularity-wise might be the next Harry Potter, and just everyone's comparing them. Story-wise, I don't think they're similar, besides the fact that it's about a young person finding out they're magical and then going to this other world. So that's similar, but other than that, no. But I really, really enjoyed this. I wanted my own copy, and they had this one and the sequel, which was called something else that I can't remember right now. The Wondersmith, but that one was full price. And I was like, So this one was only $4.75, so I bought this one. The other one I think was $18. I did not buy that one. So I'm still on the lookout for that, but I'm really excited and I love this, and I might even reread this before the next one comes out, which is called Hollow Pox, something like that, and I think it comes out in March. So, bought that. And then I bought this big boy, which I bought for a specific reason, which you'll see in my next bit, but this is The Familiar Volume 1, One Rainy Day in May, by Mark Z. Danielewski. House of Leaves. I bought the House of Leaves because I love mixed media books, like I was saying. This is it. This has like a cult following, and I have not read it yet. But when I saw he had other books, I was like, oh, cool. I'm going to get those too. And if you look in here, this is another weirdly written one. Some of it's upside down. There's pictures. Some of it's written in circles. It's definitely a strange one. What I didn't know is that this is there's 5 volumes of this story. So I actually bought volume 2 first in the next little bit of my haul, and I was very sad. And I bought volume 1 the next day when I figured it out. So I'm pretty happy that I found volume 1, and hopefully I'll read these soon. I really want to start House of Leaves in September. So if that goes well, I'm going to keep reading. If it doesn't, maybe I'll donate these back. I don't know. But this was $6 for this honking guy, so that's pretty good. Okay, and then the last store we went to was the one I was most excited for and the one I was most successful at, Half Price Books. I was so happy to be there. We do not have a Half Price Books yet. There's rumors one's coming to Connecticut, which, depending where in Connecticut, might be as quick as an hour away from me, and if that's the case, I might get Sam to take me up there a few times a year. We'll see. But I bought a whole box of books with me to donate to them and get money for, and then I did all this shopping. So I ended up making $33.29, I think. So for all this, I spent that plus $35. So I was going for this, so that's not a bad price, I don't think. But let me show you what I got. First, I'm shaking my camera really bad. As I said, I got volume 2 of The Familiar. I didn't even notice because every spine was the same for the whole series. So they had like 5 copies of this, but they possibly had 1 through 5. I just saw it and picked it. I thought it was 2 because it was maybe the second volume of House of Leaves. I don't know. So I just grabbed it. But yeah, now I have volume 1 and volume 2. We'll see if I get the rest of them. I also bought SEO Trot by Roald Dahl. I love Roald Dahl. I kind of want to recollect his books. I think I have Matilda behind me somewhere. But turtles are my favorite, so this one always... Sorry, I don't know if my dog's being bad. I don't think so, sorry. This one was always one of my favorites. It's so cute. SEO Trot is tortoise spelled backwards. So, and it's nice and short. This was $4, which might be a lot for this, but I didn't even care. It's cute. So, got that one. Then, speaking of Ken Follett, I got The Pillars of the Earth. This is another chunky book. Sarah from Sarah's Nightstand read this and said she loved it. And after that, anywhere I saw it mentioned, it was only people saying they loved it. And I was kind of surprised because this is like an 800-page book about the 1100s. But it's apparently really good. So we're going to read this and find out. And this one's a trilogy. And we'll see if we need to buy the rest of them. Then, because of the videos going around, I got The Diviners by Libba Bray. Another chunky monkey. I know Chelsea Darling Reads is rereading this right now. I think right by now she's done, but she was, and that's why I picked it up. Look at the cover. It's really cool looking. But I don't really know anything about this, but that was fine. I bought it anyway. I don't know. I think it's YA fantasy. It's definitely YA. I think it's fantasy. Okay. I bought Mr. Penumbra's 24-hour bookstore. I've just seen this going around. I recently read Midnight at the... Oh no, I don't remember the name of the bookstore. But it was Midnight at the Last Stop bookstore or something like that. I really enjoyed it and was really surprised by it. So I figured, why not try another bookstore? I feel like as readers, we always like books about books. So that should be good. And final 2 are also book of the months that I found. I found An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. This is about the YouTuber who finds robots, I guess, aliens, Carls, and it's kind of about what they are and then what happens to her for being the one to discover them. I'm excited to read that. And I got Before She Knew Him by Peter Swanson. This is a mystery thriller, and I think it's about like her new neighbor, and she finds out, I don't know what her name is. Should I find it? Hen. Her name is Hen. Gets a new neighbor and thinks that he is a murderer. Like she sees something on his bookcase that belonged to someone who was murdered. Something like that. And it's going to be like how she finds out, or he possibly knows she knows. I don't know. Mystery thriller. Sign me up. Another book of the month one. So yeah, that's what I spent my vacation doing. Buying all those books. Yikes. So now I have to reorganize my bookshelves to fit them all on there because they do not right now. I'm hoping to get a new bookshelf. I want to get, this is the Billy from IKEA, and I want to get a single wide Billy for over here because this is just an old guy. I don't know. So hopefully that will be happening soon. Otherwise, hopefully I'll be reading some of these soon. I think I'm going to come back at the end of the month with a wrap-up if I do well. Since we were in the car for essentially 26 hours, we listened to 4 audiobooks in that time, I want to say. So that was good. But hopefully I'll have even more by the end of the month. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!